If I go up little bit, then the filters are appearing. Without that, the filters are not appearing. That's kind of a little bit confusing. Now I see filter. If I come down, I see the filter disappear. So that is a little bit confusion. These filters should always be available up and running. Be that difficult. That filter should never be hidden. Filter should always be available. I will prefer to be available on the left side navigation menu, like here, not on the top. And even if it is on the top, it should always be visible, where you can remove the filter, you can apply the filter, you can add an additional filter, like that. So as an example, I want to remove the pricing filter. I say reset the pricing filter. Okay, so now I see all the queues, but again the filter disappeared. It is not user friendly. It is annoying from the customer's point of view, because if the filters only appears if I scroll up, I don't expect that. I want the filter to be available all the time on the top or the side. See, again the filter appears, filter disappears, filter appears, filter disappears. That's not.
It's hidden right here, but then you scroll down, it suddenly shows up travelers. Don't really like that. I kind of wish this bar right here was always visible. Like, where does it go right now? Where is it at? So, number of travelers. It's going to be 3 guests, but the bar went away before I even had time. I really like the filters, but I don't like how they suddenly disappear and you have to like actively search for them right here. I wish this, as I'm scrolling, I wish this bar was up all the time and not just as I'm scrolling. I don't know where it goes to. Filter by. Like, why isn't that bar just part of right here? Kind of 4 guests. See, now there's no like 4 guests. In my mind, I've got to search and then wait for travelers right here and enter 4. So I feel like I'm entering in 2 different places. So what would you change, if anything? This bar, I want to see it all the time. Part of this is if I have no travelers, why don't we put that up as part of this main bar too? So this little arrow, I'm a little bit more confused by. Honestly, just I wish there was a drop-down menu that says um, low to high and high to low. Like the arrow didn't is more confusing for me.
These are sorted. It doesn't tell me how they're sorted right now, but this looks like I'm changing it to sort by most expensive, which no one wants to do, so I'm assuming that they're sorted by least expensive. I'm sure there are. Nothing specifically just says clear selections, which is frustrating. I could go in here. Oh, you know what? I bet I could just reset the whole thing right here. Yeah, okay. That's in a weird place.
Yes, so right here, if I click on this, now it's actually listed in a different way. And I think I actually do prefer this one a little bit more because it's I think you have more information on the actual listing page rather than here. I think so.
Things I don't like. Everything seems to have an extra value. So I don't find that to be very enticing. Um, I also feel like learn more is really big. Where 5 days, you could tell me it's 4 days right here in this box instead of being so small in the corner. Just little nitpicky things. This isn't the way I expected. I was expecting it to be similar to more of like an Expedia where you've just got lists, small little pictures right here. But I think I really like this circle. Kind of shows you, you're starting in Miami, you're gonna go to these few locations. Bermuda. Where was? Okay, see, I'm automatically doing it again. I feel like this should be from and this should be to. These are mixed up. So to, I want to go to Bermuda, and I also want to go to Bahamas. See, I didn't even think that you could do multiple searches.
Have a filter that maybe would say, oh, here's reviews from this cruise, or here's like people writing about it, or like examining it and like giving a more detailed description. Maybe I would like that on the filtered and like based on reviews and not just prices. That would be a nice extra filter to have, so that me and like people looking through this would have like an extra feel before they really get into in-depth research. That would be my only suggestion to add on to this.
So I don't like the way that I'm scrolling right here. I would prefer for it to bring me to a separate website. Not separate website, excuse me, separate page. Instead of just being an extension to the home page. It's kind of hard to scroll. It kind of glitches a little bit. I'd prefer if it took up the whole page. The filters could still be at the top, but all the way at the top would be nice. It just isn't how I'm used to looking at web pages.